On the 21st of December 2019, Arsenal appointed former captain Mikel Arteta as their new head coach. Not everyone was convinced, since many managers that just recently hang up their boots don't have the best track record, but since his arrival, Arteta has gone and proven people wrong, taking Arsenal to the next level and having them contend for every Premier League title ever since. Of course, there are many reasons for Arsenal's success, but I think a big part of it were the signings that he made. So, let's take a look at the top 10 signings Arteta made for Arsenal since he joined and rank the players. Arsenal was criticised when they spent £30 million on relegated Ramsdale from Sheffield United in 2021, but the doubters were silenced shortly after he became the first keeper and went on to have strong performances, and ended up playing so well he was the Premier League goalkeeper of the year. However, in the next season, more errors started creeping in, and after the arrival of David Raya from Brentford, he couldn't keep his number one position for much longer. Last summer, Ramsdale then joined Southampton due to the lack in playing time, revealing he did not want to win trophies if he was sitting on the bench. So, a good signing, but no longevity either. That's why I put him as the number 10. Okay, before you lose it, let me explain. Yes, Havertz has missed an insane amount of chances and probably cost Arsenal games and points, and he did sign for a whopping £65 million from their rivals Chelsea, and it did take him time to adapt and find his place in Arteta's side, but he still has scored 29 goals and reached 12 assists in all competitions for Arsenal. This isn't terrible, I'd say it's average. It's just a shame he doesn't turn up fully in high profile games, and now after trying to justify this transfer, you can go to the comments and tell me who else should have replaced him and why I'm so wrong to put Kai Havertz on number 9. Timber left Ajax to join Arsenal for £38 million in the summer of 2023, and most Arsenal fans felt that he was the missing piece. Everyone was excited, ready to watch him play, but then snap, he tears his ACL on his Premier League debut. After being out for a year, Timber returns in form though, and he has been crucial to Arsenal's game and has delivered some stunning performances. I believe if he had been injury free at Arsenal though, he would most likely be in the top 3, maybe even in the top 2. But having just missed so much time in only 2 years, I have to put him at the spot number 8. I'm not going to talk about anything else but football here, so if you just analyse Partey's performances for Arsenal, he's been very solid. Partey joined Arsenal from Atletico Madrid for £45 million, and when he's not injured, he's been pretty solid for Arsenal in defensive midfield. He was exceptionally good when Arsenal thrashed City 5-1 in early February, and has proven to be quite the player. Of course, no matter the performance, his allegations will never let him shine. Trossard was actually Arsenal's replacement for when they failed to sign Mykhailo Mudryk in January 2023, which turned out to be a humongous stroke of fortune. Arsenal ended up saving around £61 million, and if you compare the stats of the two, you should be crying tears of joy for what Trossard has given to the Gunners. Trossard has since mainly come off the bench and come in clutch, making instant impacts. I believe a well-deserved 6th place. Another Brighton player who joins Arsenal, but this time with a juicier price tag on it. Arsenal bought White for £50 million from Brighton, and he has been worth every penny, proving to be able to play as centre-back and unlocking a new level as Arteta's starting right-back and considered by many to be one of the best right-backs in the league. With Ramsdale's cracks beginning to show, Arteta claimed he could rewrite the playbook and move to Raya, who was heading into the final year of his contract at Brentford. It was a bit messy, but Arteta handled things well. Raya penned a new deal at Brentford, still joining Arsenal on loan though, and ended up signing for them for just £27 million. And in his first season, Raya won the Premier League Golden Glove and kept proving that he was the right choice, even in this season being considered one of the best keepers in Europe. I was extremely torn up if I should put him in 2nd place just because of his price tag, but you know what, I'm going to keep him here. Rice was obviously only signed for this price tag to scare away Man City, and I believe it paid off. Rice has been playing extremely well for Arsenal with his performances and been really on top of his game. Of course, if you just check the price tag, I would say he's not worth it, but how do you ever justify £100 million? It took Gabriel time to grow into his role as a defender, but man has it paid off. Gabriel has been an absolute brick wall for the Gunners with his performances that nearly won Arsenal the Premier League after a 20-year drought. Arsenal also only paid Lille £27 million for the Brazilian defender, and I think it's now fair to say that he's been worth every penny. He forms one half of arguably the most solid defensive duo in the world right now. I mean, are you not entertained? Odegaard has been without a doubt Arteta's best signing since he took over at the Emirates. In the beginning, Arteta had lured Odegaard away from Real Madrid on loan in January 2021, and it didn't take long for the Norwegian to show what he was about. Even though Arteta then struggled to retain him at the Emirates due to his brilliant performances, Odegaard ended up signing for Arsenal for £30 million, becoming Arsenal's essential player and leading the Gunners as captain. Since his arrival, he has had over 170 appearances for the club, 40 goals and 32 assists and counting. Odegaard, the 16-year-old wonder kid who signed for Madrid, is now the one who got away. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. It really makes a difference. I also enjoy reading all your comments, so please let me know what you think down below. See you in the next one. Bye.